This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball. iTalk 106.7 FM and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Little Bluebird Studios, Comfort Fit Dentures, Aliberto's, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
We're back here at the Round Valley Roundball Tournament as I'm Derek Palmer, this time joined by senior analyst. Is that what we're going to call you if you're not on the sideline?
I don't know. It can't be a sideline, so it's got to be here. Sure.
Senior telestrator.
Yeah.
Ron Everingham.
Or just senior.
Okay. Our second ball game is going to move it over to the boys' side, where the Alchesay Falcons and Mogollon Mustangs are going to get underway. And we'll just jump right in to the State Farm keys to the game. If you need a key made any day or night, any night of the week, head over to
State Farm.
Did I say? What did I say?
You said State Farm. I didn't know we had that.
No, it's early.
Ace.
Whatever it is, Ace makes keys.
Hardware.
Ace
State
makes
Farm
keys
doesn't make keys
all over the place. State Farm. I don't even know what they are. Big one here for Alchesay is you are probably familiar with the COVID situation that cost them a state football game. It was going to make an impact upon their basketball season as well. As soon as they had started tryouts, they had to shut it down because of COVID.
You know, not only that, Derek, but I was talking with Mr. Sanchez back here, the girls' coaches. They've really had a year and a half of not being able to have a feeder system because of COVID. I mean, literally no basketball. So a lot of these kids, such as the big man out there, he was a manager last time they saw the floor. A year and a half ago or so. So a total rebuild here for the Falcons.
Well, and they're really just at this point trying to figure themselves out, because what their coaching staff's saying before the ball game is they have had about 10 practices and about 4 of those were tryouts. But Mogollon's been in much the same way, as they estimate that they might have had more games than practices at this point as well. So for both sides, it's just going to be a matter of execution. Who's ever able to minimize the mistakes made, it's going to be able to come out ahead. But really, that's the case in any basketball game.
It is. I've seen Alchesay play a couple times. I haven't seen Mogollon play this year, but under the leadership of Coach Suber, expect to see some shots being fired, and it might come down to percentages for them. For the Falcons, they've lost a couple key players already this season due to injury, and that makes things even more difficult. So we'll see if they can control the pace. I know Coach for the Alchesay Falcons, he likes to do that. He'll control the pace if they get up. So we'll see what they do.
That is also a Summit Regional Medical Center injury report as we wrap up the keys to the game, brought to you by Ace Hardware.
There you go.
All right, Mogollon's wearing black, Alchesay wearing white, as this one's ready to get underway. As the tip is controlled by the Falcons, they're going to start coming left to right, and are immediately met as they cross over the time stripe by the defense. Push this one over to the far side where a ball fake is going to get into the interior, then right back out. Alchesay wants to play at a pace, and they look like they're doing so while executing in the half court as they're attacking from 30 feet out. No good on the finish as the rebound is cleared by Braxton Owens, and Mogollon with a much different psychology here as they trot into the front court on offense. Owens in front of the Alchesay bench finds a cutter as he goes into the painted area. No good, but he is hit from behind and fouled, as that was a good move without the basketball from Adrian Suarez. First foul whistled is going to go against Caleb Henry. Didn't look like he had agreed with that call, but he got an awful lot of the body. So it'll send Suarez to the free throw line. These are Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. As there's a little bit of a delay here, I'm not sure.
We got a player coming out. Oh, he's got his eyeglasses.
Glass is busted up. So that's Caleb Henry who committed the foul, and come out of that one thinking that he didn't make a lot of contact, but his spectacles beg to differ.
Yeah.
Suarez now attempting his first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw, has it up and good. So it'll be the Mustangs who get on the board first. 1A taking on a 3A team. Had already knocked off Round Valley. A 2A team as the second free throw rims out. So it's 1-0 Mogollon with the win. And the Falcons,
Full court press.
having a little bit of a hard time with it as it's nearly knocked away and out of bounds, but will remain with Alchesay as hustling in front of that one was Blake Kelton. Going to inbound this one in the front court. Got somebody lurking in the back court is Frank Lee, but instead a hard cut going to get it into Dante Ship's hands as he goes into the corner with a long pass that was going to be connected with LaDamian George, who's got the finish after a nice one-bounce move along the baseline.
Yeah, nice shot adjustment there by George. Get that one in.
2-1, 1 minute in, and the action's pretty furious. Both teams trying to dictate defensively, but now a wide open corner. Three is on the way, and it's up and good from Braxton Owens.
Owens, one of the bigger kids on the floor. I did not see that three coming from him.
Comfort Fit Denture three ball falls softly, and now Alchesay is already down underneath with the finish there had by Anthony Gussillon. So 4-4, it's all tied up, and now a hip check is going to stop plays again. It looks like Alchesay is going to get caught with a little too much aggression defensively. Fouls on George, that's his first, but two quick personals here, 1 minute and 17 seconds into the ballgame. Checking in for the Falcons, nope, that's the Mustangs. Bryson Kelton will come in for Suarez. There's 3 Owens and 2 Keltons out there. As trying to force the inbound between a double team, but whistle stops play. And they had been reaching into the out-of-bounds region and have been duly warned. So now another opportunity is a cut this time outside from Owens. Gets it between the rings, forces this one into the high post. Looking at a cutter instead, turning and facing up is Tyler Owens. He goes on the attack with the right hand on the left side. Can't finish. Rebound's cleared out by George. Already into the front court and underneath the basket where it's again headed to George. He's everywhere as he takes one bounce inside, bounce it back out. Frank Lee's got a three up from the corner. He's got it down. 7-4, the Falcons are back in front. Hesitation from Kyson Owens. He gets called for carrying the basketball. Got a three lifted up here from Lee after he was fed from LaDamian George. We've seen him with a nifty finish as he's trying to set up on the far sideline, but nothing doing there as the defense rushes out to him. Mogollon rotating nicely in its zone as it's forced inside where it's head by Gussillon, but he cannot get it up, so it's instead again to a cutting George, but his runner is an air ball and it's out of bounds to Mogollon. That time it seemed as if you could recognize a little bit of that lack of continuity, just a lack of familiarity with one another there.
Yeah, but already this game is, much improved from a couple other times I've seen them play.
Kyson Owens going behind and then through the legs as he kicks it outside to Braxton Owens, who penetrates and kicks. Another corner three is on the way, but not good. Rebounded by Gussillon, nearly taken away at midcourt, but it's controlled by Upton as he goes into the painted area. Moving to his left, he can't get the finish, and there's another rebound there from Owens. Coming along the near sideline, Blake Kelton as his team trails 7-4. The Mustangs again one step inside the arc before kicking it back outside and eventually head over to Owens, who goes to that corner. Blake Kelton right back on the right side to Owens. Picks up his dribble after one bounce and held up as it's going to be picked off by Lee. Trying to break away, but getting the defense back. Still he's able to adjust his shot in midair and get the finish. Lee has 5. 5 minutes to play, and it's a 5-point lead. Fives are everywhere as Mogollon, after the turnover, is able to get it inside. Shot's not good, but the rebound is had by Tyler Owens, who gets it back up and in.
He missed the bunny and then had the more difficult little hook shot.
Exterior pass is deflected and stolen away. Kyson Owens trying to start the break as he gets by Lee, puts it up again with the right hand on the left side. It's not good, but the put back again attempted, this time from Tyler Owens. It's not good, but a third opportunity is going to be shoveled out. Braxton Owens from the top of the key has another three up and good. That is another Comfort Fit Denture three, and it ties it up at 9. Braxton Owens with some soft touch for a big fella. Is now trying to answer. Trevor Peaches has that rattle around. It hit the glass. It hit all sorts of rim, and it eventually falls for another Comfort Fit Denture three. That was actually Dante Ship. 12-9, 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. the action has been furious. His penetrate kick, open opportunity, but instead it's reversed. Braxton Owens from the top of the key goes into the mid post where it's had by Blake Kelton. Eventually back over to Owens' hands as he tries another three, but this time it's hard off the back rim. Mogollon pursuing the rebound, but it's instead controlled by Alchesay. Ship has it along the far sideline. He steps through into traffic and is able to push that one up from 5 softly with the bounce.
What a nice shot adjustment there for that too, and Coach K is going to call timeout.
14-9, Alchesay leads with 3:35 to go in the first quarter. It's Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
So after 5 straight points, and one of them on a nifty transition move that was finished by Dante Ship, he has the last 5 points. Alchesay uses its first timeout. It's going to come out with the defense a little bit more packed in. As a hesitation at the top of the key forces Owens to the right side on the attack. He can't get it as it hangs up on the back rim, and then he's out of bounds as he had the rebound. Everything but the drop. That was Kyson Owens, not to be confused with Tyler Owens or Braxton Owens. Kyson outside in the center circle, forces this one to the corner near side, then thrown into the back court where it'll be taken by Suarez. Now he's going to try to go on the attack, steps at the block, and is able to get that high off the glass to finish.
Well, great hustle. He just didn't let that one play out. He went and grabbed it.
Snaps 5 straight scored by Alchesay, 14-11. The Falcons still lead as there. The entry pass is off of one of the Mustangs' feet. It's going to go toward the sideline here right in front of us, but will be grabbed by Lee. Now crosses over to get to the foul line. Pull up from 15. It's off the front rim. Rebounds extended and had by Ship. Knocked over to the right side where it's had by Peaches, who is not good, but he's bumped and fouled and is going to take some Mount Mobile Auto Glass free throws. Tyler Owens commits his first personal. That's the first whistle against the Mustangs. And Trevor Peaches going to elevate a couple of foul shots here with his team leading 3. That one whips out. So if we readdress the Ace Hardware keys to the game, Alchesay wants to play at a pace, but it seems as if Mogollon is comfortable going stride for stride with him.
Oh, yeah, they've come out and really kind of amped up that pace, I feel like, especially on defense.
Lee's checking out. Caleb Henry back in there. Want to see what his glasses look like. They were in pieces the last time we saw him. As he is trying to keep Owens out of the paint, trying to drop this off for still another Owens. This is Tyler Owens, who has a hard time with the entry pass. Gets it right back to other Owens, who then has this one set up in the corner for Kelton, but Blake traveled before he put the ball down, so a turnover. This time really an unforced error. Mogollon giving it away, and now already into the front court left side, where it's headed to the corner where 3 is up and on the way from Butterfield. He's got it down. A comfort fit denture 3 makes it 18-11.
Butterfield was one of the players last game I saw a couple weeks ago that was taken off the court in a stretcher, so it's good to see that he's back out there.
Owens has a couple of 3 balls. Instead, he dribbles to the right side, hands it off to Suarez. Blake Kelton. No, yes, that is Blake Kelton. He hands it off to Kyson Owens, who's again on the attack to the right side, but this time leaves it up short. Front court where it's had by Max Lupe, who's going toward that right block but can't get it in there because of Braxton Owens' defense, but has the offensive or the rebound taken away from him, making it an offensive rebound, as I believe that was stripped away by Lupe.
Yeah, from Owens, and Owens is going to get coached up here. He just needs to chin that ball and protect it.
He's got too much size to have that stripped away from somebody who's significantly shorter anyway. As a first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw rims out. Checking in for the first time here is Braden Kosey for the Alchesay Falcons, coming in to replace Dante Ship, who started the separation with 5 straight points. Right now a 19-11 ball game. as Lupe connects on one of 2 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. 1:36 to go in the first quarter, as Suarez circles out between the circles, eventually settles off left of the lane, controlled there by Owens, who double dribbles.
Seems like he was a little confused on whether his teammate Owens was going to cut or not cut.
That is the question. As it's toward the top of the key, elevating an 18-footer, very, very short. Rebound controlled by Blake Kelton. As he comes into the front court left, bounces it off to Tyler Owens. Tyler Owens steps into a top of the key three that's not good. Rebounds controlled by the Falcons. It's been one and done the last few trips here from Mogollon. Is crossing over. Caleb Henry gets toward the foul line, but then whips a pass to the left of the field, and it's out of bounds. Coming in now, Court Porter. As he'll substitute for Braxton Owens. Mogollon's going small, as the biggest player on the floor right now is Tyler Owens. He's a little bit frustrated. Less than a minute to go. The Mustangs are down 8 as he sets a high screen, trying to get Kyson Owens in as he spins around, puts one up from 15. It's not good. The rebound is tipped around and eventually out of bounds to Alchesay.
Not a lot of ball movement there by the Mustangs. Really didn't open up for a very great shot.
Mustangs going to take a timeout. 41 seconds left. They trail 19-11. It's Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
19-11, Alchesay with the lead, going to inbound right in front of the scorer's table at midcourt after another one-and-done trip for Mogollon. Wound up with the rebound going out of bounds. Is now trying to extend the defense toward half court. Owens and Owens lurking as Butterfield, who recently knocked down a three-pointer, instead going side to side. Looks like Alchesay content to try to use the rest of this first quarter clock as they come in front of the Mogollon bench, and a whistle stops play. He was on the sideline. That turnover there by Kosei. That is an eagle eye. I was looking down there. I couldn't tell. But our official was all over it.
Nobody seems to be concerned about it.
No. 15 seconds. I'm saying that's a good call. As Owens, isolated on the left, penetrates, kicks it back up top. Coming on the attack is Blake Kelton as he stops at the block, but he traveled. It's good to see the ball drop for the Mustangs, but he was shuffling his feet. Might have just lost the traction even. As there's 5.5 seconds for Alchesay to work with, already with an 8-point lead, trying to hurry into the front court. Caleb Henry's going to elevate a three-pointer up. It's not good, but the Falcons will settle for an 8-point advantage after the first quarter. 19-11, they lead. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Sholo and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Start of the second quarter brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. When it's time to tip off your college education, head to NPC. Pay the lowest tuition in the state. Bryson Kelton coming in as Mogollon's going to have the ball to start the second quarter, continuing going right to left as Kelton sets a screen for Kyson Owens, who nearly loses the handle, is able to get it back, put it up as his runner is off the side rim, now stripped away after the putback. That's Tyler Owens. And he might be making a trip to the free throw line. (19-11) as it will be 2 free throws, and the first one is banked in there by Tyler Owens. So some much needed points here on a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw. And another one coming up. That one off the back rim. Rebound is controlled by Alchesay's Dante Ship. Trying to hurry along the near side. Now it's stripped away and taken away. Kyson Owens with the steal, and a whistle stops play as he was caught carrying the basketball. But Mogollon looking much, much sharper, especially on the defensive end. (19-12) after the turnover. Ball's inbounded to Ship. He had the hot hand at one point as he's going all the way into the rim. Score it with a left hand. Nobody's stopping the dribbler as he's 21-12 now. Alchesay leading. And the offense starting for Mogollon, stepping toward the three-point line instead, going to the corner. Three is on the way from Bryson Kelton, but it's short. Rebound tracked down by Henry. Is there a pass into the front court? It's nearly out of bounds and eventually on the end line, as it'll be Gussion, who is not able to stay in bounds. Braxton Owens back off the bench as he's coming in to replace Court Porter. So trotting into the front court, Blake Kelton hands off to Braxton Owens. With the right hand, he goes to the right side. Can't get inside the arc, so he's going to settle for resetting with Owens. Kyson Owens. Owens being harassed along the far sideline, gets into the painted area, puts up a runner that's not good. Nothing underneath there but white jerseys as Alchesay clears it. 21-12, they lead, heading to the right side, stopping at the three-point line before going on to the cross court to Ship. He again crosses over, gets toward the left block, but traveled en route. So the second quarter starting a little bit more sloppily, and I think a lot of that is just because it seems as if both huddles were told to really ramp up the defensive pressure. Directing traffic as he comes over the center circle. Kyson Owens goes to Braxton Owens, tries to curl along the foul line, kick it back out corner far side where Kelton is going to be, well, it looks like an offensive foul whistle. It's Braxton Owens, and it's his second.
Illegal screen on the call.
That one always frustrates, but it's a lot like a hold in football where you can probably call it every time. So he's now playing to try to stay on the floor a little bit with 2 early fouls. It's inside and out. Ship from behind the arc. He's got it down. A Comfort Fit Denture three-pointer, the second from Dante Ship, his 5th point now in the second quarter. He has 10 overall, and Alchesay with the game's first double-digit lead. And a bump well away from the basket, a little too aggressive there. Caleb Henry is going to get his second personal whistle. This Ship wide open just left of the lane, and he's able to pour it in.
Mustangs maybe a little gassed. They didn't even get a good closeout on that three.
Another penetrating kick. Can't really get it inside, so it's all along the perimeter as Owens trying to get through some pressure on the outside. Goes to Suarez in the corner far side. Right back to Owens, who's being pressured inside the foul line. Well defended there by Kakoa Upton. Alchesay again keeping the Mustangs to just one look as there's a three-pointer attempted from the far side. Upton with the ball fake as he goes toward the right block. He puts that one high up. It's no good on the run. Rebounds cleared out there by Owens. Here come the Mustangs, trailing 24-12. Already in the painted area with Owens going right to left and scoring with a right hand. Kyson Owens there with the difficult finish. Makes it a 10-point game, and then knocking the ball out of bounds. The Mustangs really trying to continue with that defensive intensity. That was a really tough shot going to the left of the hole and kind of having to put up reverse there from Kyson Owens. As he's now on the outside, Upton penetrates, kicks it out, reverse it now right side where it's had by LaDamian George. He was very active in the first couple of minutes. This time he sets up a foul line jumper that's not good. The offensive rebounds had momentarily. It's back up no good. And then clearing it out, Suarez, who was tied up. And the possession arrow will stay here with Alchesay. Suarez amongst the trees, and he couldn't clear it. So 4:56 to go in the half, 24-14. Alchesay leading and remaining in possession as they're on the attack. Upton comes to the near side, Ship, and traveled as he tried to get into the paint. So we talked about how both of these teams have not had an awful lot of practice time, and the abundance of turnovers had on both sides of the floor, I think, indicative of the extra work that they may have needed. 4:44 to go, 24-14, Mogollon trailing as the Mustangs go with Owens to Owens. Kyson dribbles it off his foot, tried to save it back in play. Nobody there but Upton as he's trying to get around Owens, spins around him at the midcourt stripe, and then pushes this one to the top of the key, where on the attack goes Henry. Back outside Ship, step left, come right, drop it off, right block where Butterfield was open but just couldn't get the handle on it.
Yeah, Butterfield made a great cut towards the basket, but the pass was like at his ankles. There you see is on the replay. A nice high pass would have been 2 points.
24-14, Mogollon got away with the turnover as Alchesay turned it over on its own. Now reversing it to the right, to the left, now to the left block. Owens trying to go to work on that left side again, finishing with a right hand. Tyler Owens with his bucket.
I was just thinking, what do the Mustangs have to do to get not necessarily back in the game, but that might be the answer, pounding it down inside.
24-16. As on the outside, Owens is going to take it away from Upton, going end-to-end and scoring that one as he tumbles underneath. And that's going to force a timeout from Alchesay's bench with 3:43 to go in the half. It's Alchesay leading 24-18, but some signs of life being shown here, and the defensive side getting it done for the Mustangs on Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
Full timeout taken by Alchesay as the Falcons had been dictating a lot of terms while forcing quite a few turnovers, but the Falcons victimized by these turnovers, and now what was once a 12-point game has been cut in half.
So what do you think? What's it going to take for the Mustangs to peel it back even more?
I think it's going to have to require Braxton Owens to remain on the floor because he's pulling some of the bigs out of the paint.
That's true.
And that's really opening things up for Tyler Owens.
And you notice when Alchesay was penetrating into the lane and Braxton was on the bench, Coach Suber got him in right away.
There's a foul on the outside whistled against Kyson Owens as the Mustangs continue to try to keep up the pressure. But that was just a little too fleshy as he's on the outside after picking up his first. Ball fake, and now going on the inside, and the attack is Henry. His shot's not good, and there's Tyler Owens with the rebound. Get over to Braxton. He's going to put his head down, throw it up front court left. Kyson crosses over to get inside. Now a difficult shot is blocked out of bounds. I don't know if you could call a heat check on a layup attempt, but I think that might have made the definition right there, as he's going to inbound baseline left. Ball going right to Tyler Owens, who's able to get the shot up. It's not good. Braxton with the putback. It bounces around and falls.
4-point game.
I think this is 8 straight scored by Mogollon, 24-20. As they get it to the trailer, Peaches skips it to the far side. We're on the attack. Henry fires one off the glass. It's not good. Rebounded by Henry. Excuse me, that's Owens, who goes to Owens, and Braxton Owens. Go to the corner, Suarez, who goes direct to the right angle, where 3 is on the way from Kelton. Rims out, but he's got his own miss. Back up again, and it rims out once more. 2:44 to go, 24-20. Alchesay with the lead, but it once was 12. Short corner where it was momentarily had by Ship, but poked out of bounds. Quick hands there by Kelton.
Wow, I thought that was out on Alchesay.
Got Henry and Ship checking out. Back in LaDanian George and Frank Lee. As the gamble on the inbound pass is then recovered nicely, while the entry pass was knocked away by Tyler Owens. Already back in play, Alchesay has this one out of bounds off of Kyson's right leg. Two minutes and 30 seconds to go, and Very active hands from the Mustangs, making all of these passes, both inside and out, difficult to be completed there by the Falcons. As there's some inside-out action, then reverse it to George. Open three is up and too strong. Lee trying to save it, hustles before it gets out of the out-of-bounds sideline. Inside and out to the hustling Lee, who's got his corner three up and good.
He rebounds himself off of the PVC gate and comes back in for three. That was pretty impressive.
That's a Comfort Fit Denture three ball, 27-20. Snaps 8 straight points scored by the Mustangs as Suarez tries to get inside with the crossover and then loses his footing and travels. Frank Lee hustled before it went out of bounds on the offensive rebound and then just right back into the offense. And we couldn't even really say that anybody lost track of him. He was well defended there by Kelton, but he just had to better make it now. There's a little bit of a defensive breakdown as Butterfield's all alone on the left block, gets fed and finished.
That's a nice dish.
29-20. Had been a 12-point game, trimmed down to 4, but 5 points. Now Lee, some very heavy contact on the outside, but still able to go through that. Kyson Owens has 6 points now already on the other end. Braxton Owens is able to knock that one out of bounds, but again trying to feed Butterfield. He's a tall fella, and he's really running the floor. So you feed the big man, Ron.
Just got to feed him.
29-22. Alchesay with the lead and the ball. Minute and 24 seconds left. As this one's poked away from George, but right to Lee. He's going to step into another three-pointer. This one's from deep. I thought they blew a whistle, but instead it's a long rebound. Owens trying to get George up the floor. Is again going to the left side with the right hand and finishing.
No call. A lot of contact.
29-24. Lee tied up, traveling. But Frank Lee, he is only geared to one speed. As he's going to come out, being replaced by Ship. This is not a big lineup here from Alchesay, with Butterfield offering the best height. Trying to front Braxton Owens on the inside. Instead, Kyson picks up his dribble, gets it inside and out where Suarez was set up. He's got a Comfort Fit Denture three. And an answer to make it a 2-point game from Adrian Suarez. Now on the attack, Lupe nearly loses the basketball. It's finally dislodged. Overhand pass is intercepted by Butterfield, and then watches as Suarez runs up his back. Boy, the Mustangs thought they were going in for the tie on the break, but great hands out there. I think Butterfield had the initial deflection, as that's the first whistle on Suarez. 37 seconds left, 29-27. Alchesay had a 12-point lead, but the Mustangs have come roaring back twice. Remember, had to answer after they trimmed it to 4, but 5 straight points made it a 9-point game. And now it looks like the Falcons are trying to hang on for the last shot. 27 seconds left as it's deflected out of bounds. That one, a hustle play there from Blake Kelton. Trying to spare him and his family the obvious commentary, but it took me about the entirety of the first quarter to think, am I saying that one name? You know the one. I don't want to be the 1 millionth customer to say that. 26 seconds left as Ship has a hard time on the inbound. He's surrounded by Mustangs. Come to the near side, now it's fed to Butterfield in the corner. Had an open look. Instead, they're going to use some more clock, but as soon as I say that, going on the attack, Lupe can't get the finish, and it's knocked out of bounds to Mogollon.
12 seconds.
They had trailed by 12 at one point here in the second quarter. An opportunity to go in tied or maybe even with the lead. Owens trots over the center circle, 7 seconds left, trying to use a Kelton screen. He goes to the right side, all the way to the block, where he is traveling.
Wow. I always thought it was hard to travel when you're dribbling the ball, but 2 steps.
2 seconds left, and the half-court shot's not good, but credit the Mustangs. They trailed 19-11 at the end of the first quarter, and by 12 early in the second, but are going to lead or only be trailing 29-27 here at intermission. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home. At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care.
Hungry for a win? Your stomach is always a winner at Aliberto's. Open daily 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., Aliberto's is the best place for breakfast, lunch, and dinner to satisfy your hunger for real fresh Mexican food. With locations in Show Low, Wagon Wheel, Pine Top, Taylor, Heber, Eager, and Holbrook, they're ready to satisfy your hunger and help your stomach feel like a winner. Aliberto's, real, fresh Mexican food.
The Honda Outdoor Sport and Ski Store halftime show where Alchesay had a 19-11 lead, had run out to a 12-point advantage, forcing Mogollon to take a timeout, and the Mustangs responded. Had initially scored 8 straight to make it a 4-point game, but the Falcons had an answer. 5 straight made it a 9-point game again, but the Mustangs had the basketball with an opportunity to go in tied or to take the lead, and really got to feel pretty good about where they're standing here, trailing just 29-27, as we take a peek at what very well could be considered ultimately the Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. You got to look over toward Frank Lee, who punctuated the 5 straight points scored by the Falcons that looked as if it was going to be just enough to continue to have them running out. But he had saved a pass from, or a ball from going out of bounds off a rebound, and then set himself up in the corner. And after some good inside-out action from the Falcons, was able to bury a 3 which very well may at this point be the difference in the ballgame. Had he not been hustling like that, we might be talking about how the Mustangs had fallen down by 12 and had come back to take a lead. But instead, as you watch the 3 go up out of his hands, frankly, with 8 points, which is not good to lead all scorers, that's Dante Shipp, who has 10. Also got to talk about Kyson Owens, who has 8, all of them coming here in this second quarter, and really going on the attack with the dribble penetration is doing an awful lot to really highlight what we talked about with the Ace Hardware keys to the game, and that was how especially the Falcons wanted to play at a pace that seemed as if it was going to go right into what the Mustangs wanted to do defensively, as they've been very aggressive on that end of the basketball court, and there's been an awful lot of turnovers from both sides, and really got to attribute just the way that both sides have been trying to force the issue, especially with the defensive end. But it's been working, as they've been able to force turnovers, just haven't neither of them been able to really convert off of those turnovers, as Alchesay leads 29-27 here during the Honda Outdoor Sport and Ski Store halftime show, as we will be back with the beginning of the third quarter right after this. It's 29-27 at intermission. Alchesay with the narrow lead on Show Low Ford's presentation of high school basketball at iTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Show Low Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Show Low Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Show Low Ford has the best deal. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at showlowford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Hi, I'm Dr. Arno. I might not be comfortable on the basketball court, but I promise, at Comfort Fit Dentures, you'll feel comfortable, always.
Comfort Fit Dentures has dentures starting at $499 with payment plans, and they have 2 labs, meaning you get your dentures in days instead of weeks. Call Comfort Fit Dentures today to schedule a free exam and x-ray. 928-888-0002. 928-888-0002.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focused on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
29-27, getting ready to start the second half, and when it's time to start up your college education, go to Northland Pioneer College. You'll pay the lowest tuition in the state, as a bunch of players have 8 points. Leading all scorers right now, Dante Shipp, as they've switched it over. Mogollon's going to go left to right. Got 2 players with 8 there. As a pass to start it off, well, before we can talk about that, Shipp takes the pass on the outside, gives it up to George, who's going to go and finish to get the lead right back out to 4. LaDamian George now with 4 points, and a timeout is quickly taken by Mogollon. 19 seconds in, they don't like what they're seeing. So 31-27, Mogollon is trailing. It's Show Ford's presentation of high school basketball on NightTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Show Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Show Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Show Ford has the best deal. Show Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at ShowFord.com.
So a timeout taken by the Mogollon bench after a turnover on a pass that was forced on the far sideline and then dribbling into traffic on the near sideline. Alchesay is out in a 2-3 zone as Kyson Owens, he's left alone. They're daring him to shoot. He puts it up and it rims out, but there's Suarez on the interior with a putback that's not good, but it's blocked out of bounds. Suarez, the littlest dude out there. That's the second time he's come away with the rebound but couldn't get the finish as they're bouncing outside for a wide open three. It's up and good. A comfort fit Denture three out of Kelton's hands. That's his first bucket, and it makes it just a 1-point game. So the timeout well used. As George comes around, a flash out there from Owens, bounces it to the right block and then back outside. Ship three is on the way. He's got the answer. 13 points from Ship after that comfort fit Denture three is now trying to punch it out as he blows by. George has whistled for the personal. That'll be the second on LaDamian George. First team foul here in the second half, already inbounding it. Braxton Owens, who was hot in the first, but instead he was starting the reversal. Gets it right back, right of the lane. He's going to try a three-pointer, but it's off the side rim. Rebound pulled down by Ship, trying to drag traffic as he goes back to the far side. Going to be gathered up there by Henry as he's going to pull up. No good, but there the putback is going to be up and good from Gussillon. His first deuce comes on that offensive rebound, and after it was a 1-point game following a three-pointer, it's a 5-point game. No, a 6-point game after a three as they're trying to get it to the baseline. Kelton forced back outside. Going on the attack, Kyson Owens. And out of bounds, but a whistle is going to be again blown as there with the contact was LaDamian George, and that's now his third. And he's quickly pulled.
Seems like Coach Goklich has come out and kind of full court press, up the ante, challenging Mogollon to a faster game. Nice shot.
About another comfort fit Denture three from Blake Kelton. Both of his coming in the second half. 2 minutes in, and the action's been furious, and a carrying violation is whistled well away from everybody against Caleb Henry. Coaches hate to see that. The defense was 5 feet away. That's got the feeling of one where the officials had said, hey, I'm watching that. As they're breaking the pressure, and nearly thrown it out of bounds. And doing so. So another an unforced error answering another. And Alchesay will have a 36-33 lead. Just 2 minutes in, there's already been a timeout, a barrage of threes as Henry gets inside, kick it back out where forcing this one toward the top of the key from 25. A three-pointer is very short. Rebound is knocked around and will be eventually taken by Owens. Long pass into the front court where leaking back was Owens who's going to get the finish.
Fingertip roll.
Somewhere Dwayne Wade is smiling. As this one, entry pass taken away and stolen by Kelton. So Owens going right back to Kelton. Dangerous pass as he goes along the far sideline. Owens wants a three-pointer. That's Braxton Owens, but that one's off the side rim. Rebounds pulled down by Gussillon, and now a foul's got to be called on Suarez. You just can't tackle him
from behind.
36-35. I'm being reminded that the Mustangs are your 1A two-time state champs, but the shoulder pads were left.
Yeah,
on that side of the mountain.
And this is 5-man basketball, not 8-man basketball.
Oh, okay. 8-man basketball would be like riding a subway, I think. 36-35, Alchesay leading. Just as soon as it looks as if the Falcons are going to get some distance and separation, the Mustangs have an answer. As Frank Lee, we highlighted him He's going to try to get inside, left of the lane, but forced back out. Butterfield goes to Henry, right to Butterfield. Moving without the basketball, but he couldn't get the 15-foot jumper in, and now the putback is blocked. I think that was Tyler Owens with the rejection. 36-35, and here are the Mustangs with an opportunity to take the lead. Owens in and out, far side. Three's on the way from Suarez, but it's too short. Lee with the rebound away from Owens. Trying to hurry, but there's 3 jerseys back there, 3 black jerseys, as he goes instead to Butterfield in front of his own bench. Handed off, we're running along the baseline to the near side. Here's Lavender. Picks up the dribble, forces it to Gussione, who goes through the paint, then back outside. Henry on the attack, baseline right, but if whistle stops play, this could be anything. Foul is whistled on Kelton. Blake Kelton. Shh. That's right. Not the 1 millionth. Ball's inbounded toward back or midcourt, but then right back over to the inbounding Butterfield. He's got a comfort fit Denture 3 that's up and good. He has 8. Is now passes right between 2 players. It short hops them both. And after allowing the inbounder a wide open look in the corner, the Mustangs come back with an unforced error again as Owens nearly knocking that away from Butterfield, forces him all the way back to the midcourt line and then a turnover after he forces him to palm the basketball. That was all Kyson Owens' defensive energy. I've not been keeping track of turnovers, but it would not surprise me if we're close to a combined 40 at this point. It has been very generous on both sides, but really it's a tribute to both defenses. As Kelton trying to go on the attack, but he's bumped, and a foul is whistled against Caleb Henry. Now that's his 3rd. So LaDamian George with 3, Caleb Henry with 3, and 2 players with 2 for the Mustangs, including Adrian Suarez and Braxton Owens. Right back over to Kelton, who goes to the corner, nothing there. Back outside Owens to Braxton Owens. To the elbow on the left side, then back out to a 3 from the top of the lane, but it's not good, and rebounded underneath by the Falcons. Here comes Frank Lee. Hurrying into the front court left. Nobody's picked up the basketball yet. He flashes out further to the left and then goes skipping it to the right side. Another deep 3 is taken. Butterfield, a comfort fit Denture 3 from 25. 42-35, and not that long ago it was a 1-point game. The Mustangs were coming up with an opportunity to take the lead. Instead, it's been 6 straight off 2 threes from Butterfield, but there's the answer. Another comfort fit Denture 3, this one from Owens.
It's like a heavyweight fight.
42-38, Frank Lee penetrates, then drops it off. Baseline, Gussione got the finish. 44-38, 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. Do the Mustangs have another answer? Kelton thought about a 3, instead he's along the baseline. Pulls up, got that one from 5 out. 8 points all in the 3rd quarter for Kelton. 44-40, 2 minutes and 55 seconds left as Frank Lee spins around Owens, gets inside, then to the corner where Butterfield's got another one on the way. This one's off the back iron. Rebounded there by Tyler Owens, gets it to Kyson. Trailing 4, here come the Mustangs. Bounces to Suarez to the corner and Braxton Owens. Right back over to Suarez, who thought he had a cleaner dish. Instead, it's taken away by Henry. He's going to go end to end and put that finger roll up short. It's rebounded by Kyson Owens. Long pass, but there's 3 defenders back. Right back over to to Kelton, who's got the comfort fit Denture 3. He has 11 in the 3rd, and it is once again a 1-point game with 2 minutes and 15 seconds to play in the 3rd. I mean, that runner's not good.
Look at this crowd. They're going crazy.
Yes, they are.
44-43. Oh, what?
For the lead. Owens is not good. Rebound's tipped. Gussione going to get it to himself. Can the defense get back as he's going on the attack? That's nicely defended in transition by Tyler Owens. Once again, the Mustangs have an opportunity to take the lead. Trailing 1 as Tyler Owens is bumped by Lee at the foul line. That'll be the 4th team foul. Frank Lee's 1st, and an opportunity to set it up with an inbound play with 1 minute and 46 seconds left. This is the 3rd trip down after the lead had been stretched out to 7.
Coach Suber's asking his Mustangs to settle down a little bit.
Ball's inbounded Owens. I don't think he's been off the floor. He calls his own number. It's short. He's got his own rebound nearly. Throws this one back in play, but it's gathered up by Ship. Here come the Falcons. Again, dodging bullets as they throw this one in the front court right side. Run underneath by Lupe. Right back to the trailing Ship. 3-pointers, 2 off the side rim, and it's out of bounds. Out of bounds to the Mustangs. Mogollon going to have another chance.
There's not a lot of players on the floor that are shy to pull up the three.
No. I would imagine that any dance is going to be dominated by all these guys. They do not lack for confidence. 44-43 as there Owens nearly allowed to shoot that one up. Instead goes back outside Kelton. On the dribble drive, he drops this one off to Owens, but it's instead picked away, stolen away. Lupe is on the attack. There's two defenders back still. He's on the attack. It's tied
jump
up.
Ball,
and a jump ball will give it. Nope, it'll stay with Alchesay. Malachi Lupe was going to try to split the defenders as it's inbounded, and then right back over to Butterfield. This is the near side. This time, same play, just reverse the field, and another corner three from Butterfield, who now has 14. And after so many opportunities to take the lead, the Mustangs find themselves down 4 with less than a minute to play in the third. Nice okey doke there from Owens, who's going to get the finish while falling away on the right of the lane. Fakes the pass to the corner and then calls his own shot with the Euro step high off the glass and through contact. What a finish there from Kyson Owens, who has 15. And that Mount Mobile Auto Glass makes it 16. And it's again a 1-point game. Alchesay with Butterfield, who's had the hot hand from the corner. He's well away from that one now as he limbs along the center circle. Goes right back outside. Lupe dribbling back toward midcourt. And Butterfield has to use his dribble to pick that one up. And there's the double dribble whistle.
Yeah, they kind of frown on that. It's an effective move, though, if they don't catch it.
Well, he had that wide pass, and that was the only way he was going to be able to contain. So this is, I believe, the 5th time in the last few minutes that Mogollon has had a chance to take the lead. Tyler Owens is on the attack. He's got that one at the rim on the right side with the finish, and the Mustangs have the advantage after Tyler Owens gets his first make here in the second half. Alchesay slowing things down, trailing 1. First time they've been trailing since early in the first quarter as a double team gets it out of Ship's hands. Right back to Ship on the cut. Bounce it outside to Butterfield. Lupe trying to reset, now 10 seconds, lots of time as the double team gets it out of his hands. Butterfield trying to step toward the third three-point line. He's got that one on the way, but it's off the front rim. It's not good. Owens is going to try one from 2/3 of the length of the floor. It's not good. And the Mustangs are going to go into the fourth quarter with a surprising 48-47 lead. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
All right, that third quarter, we talked an awful lot at Ron Everingham about how the defense had been so stellar, forcing a lot of turnovers. Interestingly, while the first part of the third quarter, it still involved a lot of those turnovers. As soon as both sides are able to hang on to the basketball, kaboom.
Yeah.
Here comes the offense. 21-18 advantage in the third quarter from Mogollon. They had trailed 29-27. They had trailed by 12 earlier in the second quarter. And again, every time it looked as if the Falcons were going to start running away, start knocking down some three-pointers. Here come the Mustangs. What do you see as being the big key in not letting them run away from it?
Man, I'm kind of curious to see what the key moving forward is going to be. The Mustangs being up for the first time. I don't see either of these teams slowing it down. Do you?
It seems totally out of their nature. As this is the Northland Pioneer College beginning of the fourth quarter. When it's time to tip off your college education, go to NBC. Pay the lowest tuition in the state, as Owens was huge, as was Kelton. They're going to try that one inside and out as he's got the three down from the corner. A Comfort Fit Denture three and a chance for a 4-point play. He had 11 in the third, held scoreless in the first half, and now trying to give his team a 4-point edge. Can't do it, but there's a rebound from Tyler Owens as he goes back up, just fires that one off the backboard. So I guess that might have only been a 2-point. No, they have corrected it. No, they say that's a 2. I thought that was definitely a three, but now a three-pointer's answered from Butterfield. Comfort Fit Denture 3 in response. Right now ties it up at 50. Kyson Owens is bumped, and that's the 7th team foul against the Falcons. So get ready for a whole lot of Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throws. That one whistled on Trevor Peaches. It's only his first, but again, 7th team foul. So Kyson Owens going to the foul line for the 1-and-1. Just 2 whistles against Mogollon.
Well, it's a 1-and-1. I think they'd let him in on a 1-on-1.
I don't know. They said he'd already started the process. So Kyson Owens, who had 8 in the second quarter, responded with another 8 in the third quarter. Now leading all scorers with 17. Doing it in a much different fashion than, say, Gavin Butterfield, who has knocked down now 5 Comfort Fit Denture three-pointers. As the second free throw is rimming in. So both of them go down, 52-50. And going back to Kelton's first three-pointer, on the replay looked like he was definitely behind the line. So it could potentially come up to a 53-50 game, as getting inside with the dribble penetration, but leaving that one just short. The ball's tipped around and finally taken by Tyler Owens. Mogollon gets a stop. The Mustangs with a 2-point lead and the basketball. 7 minutes and 14 seconds to play. From the top of the key, early in the possession, the three-pointer is not good. Offensive rebound from Bryson Kelton was up and not good. And then trying to get the outlet pass to start the break. Instead, it was knocked away by Owens. That's Kyson Owens to prevent an easy deuce on the other one. As checking out Court Porter and Bryson Kelton. Back in for the Mustangs is Suarez and Braxton Owens. Now a three-pointer is lifted up from Butterfield. He is hot. A Comfort Fit Denture 3. He now has 20 points, and it's a 1-point edge for Butterfield and Alchesay, as there's Braxton Owens forcing the issue, setting up Kelton, who is not able to convert, but he is bumped and fouled. Butterfield with 6 three-pointers that have gone down. And he's now got his team back in front, 53-52. But here in the second half, he has been almost exclusively the offense, as that Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw is well short. Blake Kelton, he's knocked down 4 of his own here in the second half. Second foul shot's up and good. Tied up at 53. 6 minutes and 48 seconds to play, as Caleb Henry loses his footing and
gonna give him a timeout.
They do give him the timeout. Full timeout with 6 minutes and 50 seconds to play. 53-53. It is tied up. Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
At Summit Healthcare, you'll find a level of care you might not expect from a rural hospital. We've recently received 5 stars from CMS, a prestigious ranking that less than 5% of facilities in Arizona earned. Our cancer center has proven its level of advanced care with a national accreditation from the Commission on Cancer. And we continue to add more doctors and services so that you don't have to leave the mountain to find the care you need. At Summit Healthcare, we're elevating care here at home.
Mogollon coach has got the same question, probably.
So we're trying to clear up here whether or not Kelton's 3 was in fact ruled a 3, but the scoreboard or scorekeeper and scoreboard are both in agreement that it was a 2. The scorer for Mogollon has a 54-53, which is what I thought it was. So right now it's been ruled as a 2-pointer from Kelton.
Here we go. We got it on the replay.
And we're looking at the
Clearly
replay. He's
3.
definitely behind. So now they've made the correction. So it was a 3-pointer.
Yeah.
And it was a 4-point play, and it is now a 54-53 lead for Mogollon.
And they did that without the replay. Wow.
Man, yeah, if this was the Pac-12, we'd still be looking at it.
Maybe a timeout.
Here's Gusillon getting around to reach, can't get the finish, but elevating for the rebound, and a second opportunity for Max Lupe as he kicks it outside. Henry's got his first bucket.
No questions about that one.
A Comfort Fit Denture three-pointer puts the Falcons up 2. Now crossing over to get to the left of the lane. That can't that one go down, but It's rebounded on the crash there from Owens. Kyson Owens with the first effort. Tyler Owens looks like he might have taken a finger to the eye.
You know, when you come crashing down the lane like that, you're primed for something like that.
Ball was inbounded to Kelton. Kind of got him trapped in no man's land, but kicks it back out. Now Kelton again with it, trying to hand it off to Kyson. Is he going down the right lane line this time? No good, but he's knocked off of his spot there by Gusillon, who's going to now send him for the last 1-and-1 opportunity.
You know, Owens still holding his eye. Is that Tyler?
Yeah.
Tyler Owens still holding his eye. I thought they let the ball in bounds a little quick on that one. He's still wincing with a hand on the eye, and here it comes.
It's a busy day at the Dome. No time for injuries. As trying to tie it up at the free throw line is Kyson Owens for the Mount Mogollon Glass first effort, but it's not good. So Alchesay trying to box out and maintain a lead. You got Gusillon and Tyler Owens yakking it up there on the right side of the lane. As the second one is on the way and rattles in. Owens with 3 points, all from the charity stripe. His team trails 1, 6 minutes to play. Henry, ball fake, and attacking to the left, to the corner. 3 is on the way, it's up and good.
You know, just kind of a halfway closeout there. I feel like both teams need to be closing out hard, pushing people to the lane.
Max Lupe with that finish, and now another big push. And Owens is barking over at Braxton Owens. I can only assume that this is familial, so this is probably not the first time they've exchanged heated words. As it's a 4-point ball game. Ball is inbounded back to Tyler Owens, who's asking for, nope, he's trying to redirect traffic as he goes inside, loses the handle, now loses it again. It's finally taken away by Gusillon. He's got Henry on his left and puts it on a short hop, but he's able to get it back to Ship. Spinning around after he used his dribble, fires a pass cross court, but he's on the sideline. That was Butterfield.
Short hop to the ankles.
5 minutes and 23 seconds left, and both sides getting a little bit tight on the offensive end. The difference right now, a couple of three-pointers. Caleb Henry and Max Lupe knocked on the last 2. Suarez from the corner on the near side instead starts the reversal, push it back left angle. Tyler Owens with the dribble poked away by Gusillon, and now eventually taken away by Henry, and a trick.
Kick. I didn't think anybody had possession.
Oh, he kicked it. They're saying that Henry kicked the basketball. 59-55, Mogollon, which had a short-lived lead twice. Starting it with Owens, top of the key, crosses over, splits 2 defenders, and a foul is going to be whistled on Gusillon. The Mustang fans holding their breath because that was kind of a tweener, but they're clearly moving and shifting his at the hip. Gusillon is going to be whistled for the block rather than the foul going against Owens. That's only his second. Kyson Owens, who had 16 coming into the fourth quarter and is 3 of 4 from the charity stripe for these Mount Mobile Auto Glass free throws. Trying to cut the lead in half. That's the 10th team foul whistled against the Falcons. Alternatively, the Mustangs have been whistled but twice, as the first free throw is up and good. $59-56. Coming up next here on iTalk1067.com is going to be Round Valley's girls team and Sibique.
The Wildcats.
59-57. Ship coming into the front court right, hands it off to Henry, and he's forced to step on the sideline. He's saying he was pushed. And again, the Falcons have only been able to get 2 whistles in the second half against the Mustangs. You can kind of understand why they'd start to be showing some outward signs of frustration.
Yeah, Coach Goklish was wanting to push on that one also.
The whistles stay, 59-57. The Mustangs force the turnover. Now blown to the post where it's given right back to Owens, trying with the left hand. No good, but he is bumped and fouled by Gusillon. That was just a great give and go. And Braxton Owens is going to the free throw line to shoot 2. Interestingly, Butterfield hasn't had a touch. I'd say in at least 2 minutes. As Braxton Owens' first free throw is not good. Have you been able to see what Mogollon might be doing to try to deny? He's been red hot, of course. 6 3-pointers, he has 20 points. As the second one will go down from Braxton Owens. He now has 9. 59-58, 1-point edge here for the Falcons, approaching the halfway point in the fourth quarter. Caleb Henry with a double team. Goes to the left angle and Ship. Thought about a 3. Instead, he's going to have the dribble poked away from him by Suarez. Falling down on that one. And a timeout is going to be taken by Mogollon to hold the possession after the turnover. 59-58. The Mustangs will have the basketball while trailing by 1 with 4:24 to go. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7.
Who sells the #1 truck in America? Sholo Ford. That's right. Not only do they sell it, Sholo Ford is the best place to buy it. Why? Guy Hatch guarantees it. In fact, he guarantees you'll get the best deal on your next Ford car, van, or SUV as well. It doesn't matter what you buy. Sholo Ford has the best deal. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce and at sholoford.com.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
2 girls in a row.
Mogollon forces a turnover, calls a timeout to preserve. I'm not sure how many timeouts they have, but they might only have but 1. Kyler Owens tries to go on the attack, loses the handle, was able to get it out to Suarez, who then saves it back over to Braxton Owens. Very high dribble, saves it by handing it off to Kyson, and then forces a pass in the interior that's easily knocked away by Gussion. Now a pass in transition is going to be taken away by Kelton. Blake Kelton steals it right back. Interestingly, offense slowing as the turnovers start to reemerge as Tyson Owens might have got away with a step, but now has his shot blocked by Gussion. Gets the rebound. Butterfield's in the front court trying to go up against Suarez, who steps in front of him and forces the miss. Now an overhand pass to Tyler Owens to the left of the lane, and Kyson Owens has got the finish and 1. Alchesay's bench is furious because they thought Suarez should have been called for a blocking foul.
Well, we just saw 3, potential fouls right in a row, and they got the last one got called.
That is going to send Kyson Owens to the free throw line. Falcons are starting to get a little bit more noise from their faithful now a lane violation is whistled against Tyler Owens.
Yeah, let's call that a wash now. We get a reset.
Yeah, I don't know if Alchesay would agree with you, but now trailing by 1, 60-59. Henry, right back to Ship, without the basketball. Is able to get the finish on the left of the hoop. Great move again without the ball there from one of the Alchesay Falcons. 61-60 is the score. 3:17 to go now. Deflecting the entry passes. Gussion nearly tied up. He's able to use the dribble to preserve. And a timeout is taken by Alchesay's bench.
Coach K wants a foul.
61-60, his team leads. 3 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
Winning takes focus, preparation, and support. Keep focus on your dream career while saving thousands in tuition costs at Northland Pioneer College. We're here to support your goals and see you succeed. Visit npc.edu to see our programs. An academic advisor will get you on the right path to achieve your educational goals. Northland Pioneer College, expanding minds, transforming lives.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Get it.
3 minutes to play, 61-60. Alchesay leading, and Ship set up from the far side. His three-pointer's not good, but a rebound is
nice
cleared there by Upton. Right back to Butterfield, who's been very quiet here in the third or fourth quarter. Trying to kick that one to the far side. It was deflected by Tyler Owens. Saves it out to Kyson Owens. With one player to beat, he's able to adjust his shot midair and get the drop. Kyson Owens now with 8 points in the fourth quarter. His team leads 1. Caleb Henry steps through as he gets into the painted area. Shot's not good, and the rebound is cleared out by the Mustangs. 2.5 minutes remain, 62-61. Mogollon, which trailed by 12 in the second quarter, is now leading and trying to secure the win after Alchesay just could not get the separation, could not get and maintain the separation throughout the second and third quarters. Tyler Owens bounces it to Braxton. Owens has his shot blocked by Butterfield. Ball still loose as it's eventually out of bounds and will be had by Alchesay. Adrian Suarez checks in. LaDamian George has been on the bench for a lot of this second half because he picked up his third personal early. Let's see what kind of difference he can make. He should be fresh as Ship starts it in the center circle. Trying to come to the left, instead hands off to Henry, right back to George. He was very active at the beginning of the ball game. As he hesitates, handed off now to Butterfield with 1 minute and 48 seconds left. Just down by 1 as George now gets to the foul line, puts that one up over Owens. It's not good. The rebound's tipped, controlled by Kelton. Mogollon gets the stop as it had happened throughout much of the first half. It's been a lot of one and done here for Alchesay as the Mustangs lead 62-61 with 90 seconds remaining. Owens is, we got a moving screen called on Tyler Owens. A foul is on Kelton. Saying he swung his hip. So that's the third team foul. And the Alchesay fans again grumbling. It's been quite the disparity here in the second half. They've been able to hang despite Butterfield, who's been quiet in the fourth. 6 3-pointers as he instead goes to the left elbow. Ship turns and fires from 15. It's not good, and there's Suarez clearing it out. Mogollon with the stop. 62-61 and the lead. 65 seconds left. There's Kyson Owens with the big reach, and he's going to go back to the free throw line for 2 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass foul shots. I should say Kyson Owens was handling the basketball. It was Henry with the big reach.
Henry with his, if you haven't seen it on video, he's got his glasses repaired a couple times with some athletic tape. These are big shots right here.
This could make it a 3-point ball game. Icy. Kyson Owens now 5 for 6 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. Got another Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw coming up. It's going to be Round Valley and Sipicu on these airwaves after this one, a girls matchup. Here's some heated commentary.
Players can't decide whether they want to be in the lane or outside. Coach K tells them to get in there.
Both free throws good. Kyson Owens right now looking like he's going to be a player of the game, as here's Caleb Henry trailing 3. He's already into the painted area, and he lost his pivot foot, traveled.
Here comes a press. See how the Mustangs handle it.
64-61, the Mustangs have scored the last 5, and a foul is called. I think if that's Henry, that's 5.
That's a hold on him, yeah.
Oh, it's going to be George. That'll be his 4th. But that's going
questionable.
I mean, really, credit Blake Kelton. He made a very hard cut going back to the end line and kind of just caught a couple of different Falcons unawares. Oh, no, I beg your pardon. I guess it was Kyson Owens. Owens had 16 coming into the fourth quarter. He's now 6 of 7 from the free throw line, make it 7 of 8. I think he has 29 points. You have to forgive me, math is not my strong suit.
Nice touch.
Yeah, that's 32. 66-61. Now Alchesay is going to have to try to get some more possessions out of this as Butterfield's going to try another one from 25. It's not good, and the Falcons thought he was fouled. Rebound, meanwhile, is had by Henry, and a foul is now called on Suarez. The Falcon bench is furious.
I didn't see a clear view of that, but many times when you see a shank like that from a shooter like Butterfield,
yeah,
something happened. Either a block shot or tap on the wrist.
I'm with you. I had an official obstructing my vision, so I could not see. I just reporting on the Alchesay bench. As now Henry gets a player in the air. He's going to try one from 2. It rims out. The lid has fallen on the Alchesay hoop. Is now Henry after the offensive rebound. Loses the basketball and out of bounds. It's going to be Mustangs basketball.
That's white ball.
Oh,
Mustangs
he said white.
Bounds,
well,
yeah.
He pointed over here.
I think he's maybe a little flustered.
All right, so inbounding for Alchesay is Upton. Trying to go to the top of the key, but it's taken away by Tyler Owens. Hand it off to Suarez. There's no reason to hurry. They lead 5 with less than 30 seconds to play, as now Suarez is trapped in the corner, and a timeout will be taken by the Mogollon bench. 27 seconds left. The Mustangs lead 66-61. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on NightTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Well, 66-61. Mogollon with the lead, and you go back to that second quarter run when they were trailing 12. There was a lot of frustration. Braxton Owens got off to a hot start. He had foul trouble. Tyler Owens was getting really visibly frustrated, and it looked as if maybe Alchesay was just going to run away. But they hit a couple of big shots, especially Kyson Owens was getting into the paint, and that looks like it was really the big turnaround as we reflect on it.
Yeah, these the Mustangs, you know, they typically, their DNA is to not quit. They're real. We're just talking about it. They're real gritty kids and athletic, and not always basketball athletic, but just athletic kids that are willing to try to get it done.
Ball is inbounded between the circles, and then Tyler Owens hesitated to get it. Instead, it's stolen away. George now with the long step. Cannot get the finish, but is this out of bounds or a foul? Foul's going to be called on Blake Kelton. That's his second, and it's on the shot.
It's kind of strange. You called a foul, but then it almost looked like he was giving it the block shot signal. So,
but 23 seconds are going to remain. LaDanian George, who was so active and made a big impact on the first couple of minutes, hits the first Mountain Mobile Auto Glass free throw. It's interesting to note that that's just his 5th point, when again he was just everywhere at the start of it. Second foul shot is up and good. He makes them both. Now it's a 1-possession ball game. And after it's nearly taken away, instead a foul is going to be called on Caleb Henry, and he has exhausted his eligibility. So it'll be none other than Kyson Owens. And I think the Falcons are... Caleb Henry is beside himself. It's difficult to tell from which party he is directing his frustration, or I should say in receipt of his frustration. Frank Lee, who was our initial conversation about the Beeler's Orthodontics straight line play of the game, but it's really been tough to identify one particular play. Just the gentleman shooting the free throws right now, though he misses the first, has been responsible for so many stellar plays. But since he has scored so many points, I want to go back to the first half when he had that reverse layup going to the left side with the right hand. I think that is our Beeler orthodontic straight line play of the game. As the second picture was also not good. Got a lane violation called from half court against Frank Lee. Again, he only knows the one speed. Ooh, they're going to say he was stepping into the three-point line too soon.
Coach Goklish is arguing that the ball had already hit the rim when he crossed, but
so Owens with another opportunity. He has 32 points. Can't make it. Yes, he does. 33. Makes it a 4-point game. 20 seconds left. George trying to dribble off. Hands it off Butterfield. From the right to the left. Very high dribble. Taking an awful lot of time. 12 seconds as Frank Lee now dribbles into traffic and loses the basketball. Tyler Owens is going to come up in front. There's no reason to have anything. Instead, he's going to give it away to Kyson Owens. A fitting end as he has 36 points and a 6-point win for Mogollon and an 18-point swing to get the win over the Alchesay Falcons. What a game! And we still got so much more as it's going to be the Round Valley girls against the Sibicu girls on the same floor. Coming up, stick around. We got more for you. It's Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports. You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain sports. You've been there.
This has been Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 KNKI Pine Top and iTalk1067.com. Brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Octopus Car Wash, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint, Little Bluebird Studios, Comfort Fit Dentures, Aliberto's, Summit Regional Medical Center, and Honda Ski and Outdoor Sport. This broadcast has been a copyrighted production of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves, a Kopaniki communications station. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of iTalk 1067 or Country Mountain Airwaves is strictly prohibited. For more information on this game and other games,